Hello, Meteor Tubers, and welcome back. Let's play Final Fantasy IV: The After Years, Edward's Tale, with me, BlueAnkylo. So, this is our second episode with Edward's Tale, and we've got a routine for our battles now that seems to work. Edward sticks to harp duty and, you know, does some self-buffs and some self-heals for the party, and then the guards slowly whittle away at the monsters. It's, possibly our weakest starting party we've ever had in the After Years, arguably. At least it has a self-heal. Like some of the tales have had no healing at all other than potions. So you know we've got that much, but the guards are not very good. So I'm hoping Harly is like a ninja or something. A really awesome dual sword wielding murderizer. Maybe. Something, right? You gotta have something. Now, we could attack with Edward, and maybe he would do slightly more damage. Well, the last time I checked his stats, he did like 1 times 11 damage compared to the guards that did more. I guess we should see what the Bard Song does to enemies here, yeah. Okay, that's a good start. I should test it out, because I haven't done that yet. Kind of want to go up around the left. We'll go multi-target enemies for a bit. We'll have to switch back to the party and heal before too long, but so far I've seen Confuse and Sleep as effects that the Bard Song can do. Silence, that's 3. None of those are terribly amazing. Confuse is okay, but it doesn't work on all that many enemies. Before I go down, let's just double check for treasure. Silence. I mean, these things do cast fire, so now they can't cast fire. So that means they'll just punch us. Probably can't confuse undead. I'm thinking there's probably 3. You get Sleep, Confuse, and Silence. I bet you that's all you can get. Now, unfortunately, these things probably do more damage with their punch than they get with their spell Fire, I bet. But we do need the heals, or else we're just going to get whittled down eventually, so... I guess if I didn't want to use auto battle, I would just manually choose... Oh, this was the right way anyway. I would just manually choose offensively or defensively the songs. Yeah, I mean, we got beaten up by all kinds of monsters on the way over here. And you left your guards behind, too. Really? How many other meteors have you seen that are ordinary? Did they just fall onto the planet daily? How come it didn't have the shockwave and cause like an extinction level event? Seems pretty huge. It's as big as our castle, basically. Sounds moony. You know, Chancellor was bugging me about national debt. Yeah, I just want to see with my own eyes. Totally nothing to do with wanting to see you. Not interested at all, even though you have a bedroom as lovely as mine and I almost slept in your bed today. Okay. Secretary Harly. I've never had a secretary class in a Final Fantasy game, I don't think. So let's see what that means. Waxing is... doesn't really matter. So, level 5, that's promising. Oh, she's actually as good as we are at attack. That's great. She's pretty smart. Doesn't have magic or anything. There's probably a band between those two if I checked stuff out. What else? She got a whip. She likes to whip us into shape. Economical ring. Interesting. Doubles effectiveness of healing items in battle. Well, doesn't... Yeah, if Edward uses an item in battle, it hits everyone. So if he uses a potion that normally heals 100 HP, that will hit everyone for 100 heal. If he... I don't know if this is... we'll have to test it out. I don't know if that means for the whole group or just if Harley uses it. So if she uses it, does she heal 200 instead of 100? Oh good, she can throw Gil away and removes magic effects and sets a weak point. Well, that's not the worst ability. That's the... there was an ability in Final Fantasy VI that Edward had that could do that with the drill. But it only works if you can take advantage of that weak point. So, like, if you give an enemy the weak point, it gives it randomly, probably. So if you can give the enemy the weakness to fire, let's say, that only really makes a difference if you can do fire damage. I can't actually do that. That was pretty bad. Well, she whips it. Whips it good. I guess I should find out if I can use the I mean, I can switch the Gil ring and the economical ring, so... I just want to see if it applies to the whole group, or if it's, only the person who has it equipped can do it with the double effect, so I should test that out. So let's go salve. I've got a couple potions. What? No. Okay, well that does prove that it doesn't even tell you what weakness it got. That's dumb. It does prove that if you want to get the effect of the potion to double, it has to be the person who has the ring equipped. Huh. Well, I gotta say that piercing sight thing seems pretty bad. Because you'd have to use it, and then cast Libra on the enemy to see what weakness you gave it. And I don't think we have anyone that has Libra, so... sounds kind of dumb to me. I'm also not sure why we were unable to use the salve ability. It said not enough items, but if you have to use one item per person, then what is the point of that ability? We have 2 potions. Not enough healing items. So do I need 5 potions to actually use salve? And if that's the case, that's terrible. Edward is not looking so good, guys. I don't know. All we can use him for so far is the self-buff, which is not the most genius. I think a white mage would be better. ABCs. Now, one of the reasons I'm not running away yet, if you're wondering, is I know a little bit about Edward's tale. And when you get to his challenge dungeon, having a lot of money is kind of important. So, we're going to leave that Gil ring equipped for the 50% more money. And we're probably going to fight most of the enemies, because, I mean, level up XP is always good, but we actually need a ton of money in this tale. Now, also, there's no way to just teleport out of here, so we have to fight them anyway. Or run away from them all. But running away causes you to lose money, which is negative. Well, I kind of like Harley's Paralyzed Whip. That's not bad. Considering how weak the team is, you know. Wow. So Healing Harmony is the weaker version. The other one's Life Anthem, I believe. Yeah. About 3 times as good as Life Harmony. So we do technically have 4 different self-buffs that we can use. I've only seen 3 enemy attacks. Sleep, Silence, and Confuse. There may be a 4th, we just didn't, you know, randomly try long enough. I honestly feel that this is the weakest starting party. Because we can't even kill Adamantoids in one single round. Like, we've gotten a fair number of levels up, but I'm not feeling any stronger than at the beginning. Right? Like, Edward started at 8, the guard started at 10, and it's like, no, you're still terrible. So, seeing as we're already full health, at this point you might want to use Edward to try a silence or a blind. Maybe you can get blind or something for the enemies. I don't know. Blind would be better than nothing, I guess. Rather than just... Well, no, because actually the best buff would be to get haste on everyone at the beginning of the battle. And that would help you... Okay, you'll return. I was going to tell the guards, hey, let's go. If you were to just cast haste on the group at turn 1, that would probably speed up the battles more than anything else we could do. I wonder why guard B is always doing more damage. Maybe... No, never mind. I was thinking maybe he had an extra strength multiplier, but I bet you it's just... He got some crits. I bet you statistically they're all the same. 15, 12, 14... Well, they're not actually identical. So some of them might get an extra attack multiplier earlier than the others. At least we have blue swords, right? Okay, I'm gonna start running from some battles, because this is wearing me down. Doesn't really feel like we're getting much stronger. Alright, sandworms barely give you anything. Yeah, time to go, guys. Everyone back to the castle. Yeah. Okay, well, might as well kill them, seeing as you've halfway killed them before we can run away. That's just how it's gotta be some days. Yeah, 32 experience. Not very great. Well, preemptive strike means a little bit quicker battle in a way. I feel like having auto battle on with the keep cursor position so that we can just heal up with Edward and sometimes haste up. I think that's I think that's probably the quickest way to work through these fights, rather than manually selecting everything and switching between auto battle and off and on to try to speed the animations up a little. Not that everything has to be super fast. I worry that these crazy high encounter rate dungeons get a little bit too repetitive / grindy. I mean, the fastest way is just to run away, I guess. I have a sneaking suspicion that once the team... Wow, counters. That once the team forms up eventually one day, we're probably never going to use Edward or Harley, so level grinding them is probably my least good idea. Alright, that's fun. Oh, some airships. I sure hope they don't go steal our crystal again and bomb our castle. Pardon? The sight of the airship discomforts me. Alright, let's head on back. Needle return. Needle counter. I was hoping we'd get like a paralyze there so it couldn't counter. Wow. Really not very good at fighting Gatling hogs. But we don't have any high damage attacks, so... It's not like we can have a jump from Kane or a charge focus from Yang or something. Hey, a sandworm in the desert! You don't mind if I borrow this? The castle's not on fire, so it can't be that bad. Yeah, sandworms, forget it. Not in the mood. Okay, emissary from Baron. Well, it doesn't look like he's declared war by bombing us this time around. I'm not allowed to go to the inn. This is my castle. I'm not allowed to go to the weapon store? Look, do you know who's in charge here? I actually want to check if, okay, nobody can use the iron armor except the guards. So, I was thinking, like, these guys might disappear, right? So I wanted to make sure we, had the main characters with, the right equipment. A tour of the castle. Just don't show them the crystal room. It's a secret. Has he been to the crystal chamber? Let's not mention that. I don't think everyone gets a tour of the crystal chamber, honestly. I wonder if his name is Bygan. Okay. Yeah, how's King Cecil anyway? And his wife, Rosa? I didn't come here to chat. Okay, well, aren't you not an emissary? Requests that the matter of the meteor be handled exclusively by Baron. Yeah, why? What? Alright, thanks for the message. Maybe we'll send a message back. Probably. It seems like kings in these days just always visit each other. It's not like it takes very long to take an airship ride and have a chat with an old friend. Well, ever since he turned into a paladin, anyway. Okay. He didn't even turn to look at us when we said that. Something's wrong, my lord. Don't trust. Check facts. Sure, we'll visit him. We could have just hopped on and gone for a ride on the airship. Instead, we're going to take a stupid normal boat and probably get eaten by Leviathan. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point, guys. It has to. I mean, if the military can't spare 3 soldiers to protect the king on a diplomatic mission, I feel real bad for this kingdom. Alright, so we do get to keep our 3 ABC guards. And apparently we keep Harly. Okay, good. Maybe these guys will stick with us for the whole story because they're... Well, we obviously can't do any real damage with Edward and Harly. They're pretty... They're support characters, let's face it. And you're going to need some other characters to get through the game. The right side is weapons and stuff, I think. Is that so? You would surely have a kid by now if you still had Anna around. Probably have 5 children by now. Well, we can buy some stuff. Honestly, this is more important than the stupid harp. Double attack. guess we've got the money. I know money is going to be an issue later on, but if it saves us some time fighting monsters early, the broadsword to longsword, that's going to upgrade our damage output pretty seriously, so that's a good one. Oh, shield. Honestly, well, no. Get rid of that bomb corp. I don't want to accidentally use that. Okay, bronze armor, silver armor. Wow, there's a lot of gear for my soldiers. I don't know if it's really a big deal to upgrade them all, but... Oh no, we can't buy silver armlets because I want to keep the gill ring and I guess the economical bracelet. I don't know, double healing from items. I guess if we were in a boss fight, I might want to use a high potion to heal more. Maybe. I'm feeling generous here. 2 of those. Guess that's basically all we can wear. I mean, everyone gets an armor upgrade. At least we're going full iron now for these guys. They'll be... I can probably just do it like that. Yeah. Don't see why I would equip anything else. I wouldn't be surprised if the beret gives him some stats. Intellect or spirit. Actually, that might be the ring for all I know. But, whatever. It doesn't matter much. So we spent all our money, unfortunately. I mean, it means we spent... all of that fighting in the last dungeon was put to good use. Okay, so we can buy some tents and stuff. I'm really curious how this salve thing is going to work. So I want to have enough potions for that. I want to have a few tents. Bestiary. Oh, spider silks are really good. Don't need a whole lot, but a boss fight having a spider silk is really good. So I guess theoretically we could use Harley's ability to give them an elemental weakness. Used a bestiary to find out what it was, and then use one of these to deal extra damage. Sounds like a waste of time though. That's 1 turn to inflict it, 2 turns to study it, maybe more if this fails, and then after that, finally you can do 50% more damage with one of these. It sounds pretty horrible. Spider silk is going to be way more useful. Oh, also, we should have some of these. Emergencies. I just can't really afford a whole lot of these other things right now. Anyway, we've got some basic status ailment protection. Probably don't even have enough money to rest at the inn, actually. Nope. Come on, I'm the king. You don't have to charge me to sleep in my own castle. Thanks, kids. You're sleeping in late, buddy. Time to get up. Let's go check for Harley's diary. Maybe I should have read that before we recruited her. I didn't even think of it until just now. Oh man, I could have missed out on some important information about Harly. I wonder if I can change the phase of the moon by sleeping in here for free. A ship en route to Baron is docked at the port east of Kaipo. No rest. So that must mean go through the underground waterway backwards, and then could go to Kaipo, I suppose, but mostly to the port. Alright, well. Let's begin our journey. Well, you know, I changed my mind. Probably gonna end the episode here. Beware of desert fever. No, I don't want to go to the antlion den again. So we've got some desert flowers. Oh, there's still that. Oh yeah. Hold on. Before we leave. Oh, she's not coming with us? But I just bought her some equipment. I just bought her a $3,000 whip. It's better than an engagement ring. You are my secretary. Well, are you just going to take notes? Pass on the T4 slips? Alright. I guess you might be useful. I'll make sure not to burden you. Oh. Sheesh, you guys. Some flowers. That's great. Just picked some flowers for... You picked 2 flowers. Betcha I know what we're going to do with those. I betcha I can guess. I don't want to spoil it in case you guys forgot how the first game went. But I betcha I know what's going to happen. First, to the dungeon. I mean, treasure room. Because a real bard would never lock anyone up. We would just lock our treasures up. Oh, I didn't have to buy a longsword. I could have got one for free. That would have saved me like 200 gil. That's good. That's okay. It's okay. Okay. Not really necessary. Alright, well. So, you won't be able to change them in battle. So let's just leave the defense a little bit lower, and at least we'll be able to... I need to test out that salve thing. Before we end the episode, let's go to battle. Now that I have lots of potions, let's see if we can do this. And then we'll end the episode. Maybe we should... Well, let's do this first. I'll finish my sentences. So, 26. Use the potion on everyone. For 200, thanks to the ring. But it used 5. That's not that good. It's not like you're getting more healing out of a potion. It's just healing everyone with 5. It's like... Use all your potions on everyone. I thought it was just use one item to get the same effect on the whole team before. So, salve is like a weak multi-heal. It's an expensive multi-heal. But, I mean, he doesn't have to do that. He could still just use a potion normally and get 200 out of it. Interesting. But what I was going to say is maybe we should head over to the antlion den and just pick up, you know, the egg for later or whatever it's called. The cure for the desert fever, basically. You know, because we might need it at some later date, probably. I don't think we're allowed, but now that they've mentioned desert fever, we can almost certainly expect someone to come down with it. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, folks. Next time we'll go through the underground waterway. Whatever it's called. See you guys next time.